Okay, the only way for me to make this work is to do two whole different videos in which I'm um, kind of paying attention to the time and pausing for the reply. So I'm going to try that and we'll see how that works for me. Okay, so I have paid attention to my time, and this is actually the second video, even though it kind of just looks like I'm a reply to the other video. It's a video where I have to go off and come on a lot. Okay, it's being difficult with me, and I've got to pay careful attention to these times or they won't overlay properly the videos. So this is kind of a bit of an experiment. Hope it works. Okay, this is how hard it is to do a stream or a video, I mean, that overlaps the other one on this device. It's kind of difficult for me, but I think I can do it. I think I just got to pay really careful attention to the times. Okay, I think that's what is going to happen. Is Iran and China and Russia are all kind of on the same page against America, against freedom. But who we know they're really against is Israel, because when Iran becomes a one world government with China and Russia, if those things were to happen and Russia was to come back, they would be a one world government against America and Israel. And the thing is, America, when it takes its seat at the UN, it kind of allows for a vote. So if America gets outvoted in the UN, it's going to be China and Russia and Iran against Israel. Because Israel is not going to go with the UN on their seat. I'm sure they'd lose their seat. Now, what the UN does to people, I don't know if it's America doing it to people or the UN, because notice they've made a lot of decisions with the UN to give missiles and different things to Ukraine. America's not really deciding on their own. They're letting the UN kind of run things. And that's how it's going to be, because it's going to be them against us. And we're either going to have to lose our seat there in the UN, or we're going to have to do something we don't agree with doing. And we know that Iran hates Israel. And we know that Russia is wants nuclear power to go to Iran. So we know that Putin's crazy anyway. It's kind of my opinion. But anyway, that's what I think is going to happen. And I think it is going to be the end of times, and I think it's going to be, but if, well, there is a rapture, so not all of us are slipping away, at the great falling away. Not all of us are, because there is a rapture, and he's going to save the people, but he's sick of the backsliding too. Um, but the Bible, basically what it says is be kind to your neighbor, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. And anybody that's going to make that complicated is lying. Because the truth is, yes, there's a lot of complex situations, but you're supposed to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So for America to follow that rule and do unto others as you would have them do unto you, maybe America losing its seat at the UN.